Everybody's focused on rate of return. I mean, everybody's chasing that extra percent, that extra 2%. And as crazy as this sounds, the rate of return is one of the most irrelevant factors in investing. The most important factors in investing are the eroding costs of your money. For example, I have a 401k video on my website. Everybody thinks 401ks are the greatest thing, the holy grail of investing. Everybody should, every accountant you talk to says put the maximum amount of money in your 401k that you possibly can. But what they're not talking about is the cost of the 401k. In the example on the website, 30-year-old, I believe it was, accumulated $3.5 million in his 401k at an average rate of 8% return. Well, when we considered the taxes and the management fees and the total cost of that particular investment, the 3.5 ended up being 1.4 million. So in effect, there was 3 partners involved in your 401k. You, who are putting all the money in, the IRS, who is your partner, and the brokerage company that's administrating the 401k that is also your partner. And at the end of the day, you had 3.5, but they ended up with 1.9 of it, and you ended up with 1.4 of it. So if we were able to get an extra 1 or 2% on that, it would be fairly irrelevant. But if we could figure out a way to recapture some of that 1.9 million, that's where we're really going to make our money. And nobody's looking at the eroding factors of their wealth. You got inflation, you got taxes, you got fees, you got, for example, term insurance. I mean, that same strategy would say that you buy term insurance. Well, you've got to figure the cost of your term insurance in there, because that's a cost you're going to pay every year that you're probably not going to use. Am I saying don't have term insurance? Absolutely not. I mean, if there's 4 people out of every agent that's 2% of the people are dying before 65, I mean, that's a risk too big for anybody to accept. If we had 100 people standing on the side of the road and the car was going to hit one of them, and you're one of the 100 people standing on the side of the road, you'd consider that a pretty big risk, that you were going to be the one that the car ran over. So, 1 out of 100 doesn't seem like much, but it's a risk that definitely needs to be accounted for.